Yes, people's MDZ TV, MDZ Arsenal TV, MDZ Games. I'm back again. The morning, a little bit more relaxed. A little bit more relaxed. But what do we expect? What do we expect from this club? They do it year after year. Key indication, we know that we need a striker. We know that we need a winger. We know that we need a creative spark in midfield. What don't they do? Sign the right profile of player. It's been years that's been happening now. We've seen players come, we've seen players go. We see us getting closer, but we're also so far away. We do this all the time. It's like a continuous cycle. We're one or two players from greatness, but they just don't want to deliver. They don't want to spend that money and put it in the right places. This is what happens. We're not at the races. We're never at the races. Top four has always been that dream. We will never win this league with these owners or managers. Well, I don't know about manager. We can't win with him. And I'm not saying it's his fault. Yeah, I kind of am actually. I'm actually saying it is his fault. Because I reckon he had more power than Edu when it came to transfers. I really do. I think he had the final say, and this is why we don't have a sporting director anymore. We've got an apprenticeship doing his masters, doing his degree at Arsenal. We've got a coach that's doing his degree at Arsenal as well. We've got yes men. Let's get all the people out that actually want to challenge and actually have high expectations and actually come through the ranks and actually are legends at the club. Let's get them away from the club. Let's be the yes men for the puppets. We are puppets for the puppet master. Josh and Stan Kroenke are the puppet masters. Coffee Boy, director that's just come in, and Arteta are the puppets. And anybody else in the background doing the scenes as well. Season's done. Well done, Liverpool. Congratulations. And well done to West Ham yesterday to put a little bit of pressure on us. Because it was only going to be a time will tell. Leicester, they're in a relegation battle at the moment. And you know what? They're in a relegation battle with West Ham. But put a better defence against Mourinho, you're going to see what he's about. And he shouldn't even be... Mourinho shouldn't even be the talk of the conversation. He's a midfielder and you're playing him up top. That's what Kai Havertz is. A midfielder playing up top. It's bad. Basically playing Calafiori at left back when he's really a centre back. It's bad. It's really bad. Square holes, circle pegs, or whatever the saying is. That's what's happening again. Buying profiles and trying to make it fit, rather than buying profiles that actually fit. Saka, no replacement. Odegaard, I don't really want to get on him too much. Yeah, he did go. He isn't. I don't think he's captain material personally. I think he needs to be stripped of the captaincy and basically passed to Rice or passed to Gabriel Magalhaes that actually have fire and desire and that can actually spark and put a fire in the belly of the players that they're playing with and actually tell them, mate, you're playing crap. You need to step up, because he doesn't have that in his locker. Now, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. He probably might say that. Or they might think, you know what, we need a calm head as our captain. Nah, that doesn't work. We need fire. Vieiras, the Keanes, the people that will take the player by the scruff of the neck and say, you need to perform for this club. We don't have that. We don't even have a striker. We haven't had a striker since Aubameyang. Van Persie, Adebayor, Henry. We've had Postman, Yaya Sanago. Shamak. Giroud was makeshift. And don't get me wrong, he's probably the better profile striker. Aubameyang. Where's the replacement? Eddie Nketiah. Kai Havertz. We've got a young striker on the bench at the moment. Don't know what his name is. I actually have watched compilations on YouTube, but anybody could be great. But guess what? Striker is his position. He plays as a striker, but we're using midfielders up top. Now the season's done, just give the boy a run of games, just so we can see if he's actually decent. Then we sell in young prospects as well that played in that striker position. We're just selling them. Selling young talent to opposition to fund the books, put more money in the pockets of these corrupted owners that we have, the puppet masters, they basically put a yes man in the team. Mad. It's like I said, it's a continuous cycle. We go 5 steps forward, take 10 back, and it will be 10 because summer will come. People will come knocking for the players that we have. Profiles of players that we have that are great. Saliba will leave, and then we'll start waking up. Things will go ugly, like they always do. And then we'll try to replace it with just some cheap centre back, not a worldie, not a person. There's hardly any profiles out there, but we won't take a stab at somebody like and buy another £60 million centre back. We'll go for somebody that's like 20 to 30 million again and hope he fits in. Or this is why we bought Calafiori, just in case Saliba does dip and leave. Or we got Tomiyasu at the club still. Can't stay fit. Who's sanctioning these deals? Who's putting Jesus on 250k a week? Zinchenko on 150k a week? And signing Kai Havertz for 275k a week. Who's doing these deals? Corruption. Because it's not for shirt sales. Because they don't have no profile. They've never been elite. We're just like bringing bang average players to this club. We keep doing it. You know what? You play for Man City. Just come. Just come. Oh, you play for Chelsea. Yeah. Just come. Just come. We've got you. This is a home that we like basically just, it's a halfway house. Just come chill here for 5 years. We'll pay you your money. And if you get a couple of good goals and this, that, and the other, it's fine. The fans will lap it up. We'll put the PR out there. Release merch. We'll use you as models for the scheme to fatten these American owners' pockets. It's a joke. Absolute joke. This club is rotten. It's been rotten. Ever since we've moved away from Highbury to the Emirates, it's been rotten. We've moved to compete. Compete with what? What trophies have been won? None. 0. Cold nights in Munich. Cold nights to the Emirates, getting battered by Bayern Munich. Getting dumped out again, Champions League last year, by Bayern Munich. So what are we competing with? What are we competing for? What trophies are we winning? What's in the cabinet? Dust. Nothing. We've got a manager that's allergic to trophies. In a space of 1 week, he got us dumped out 2 trophies. We lost to the worst Man United side I've ever seen play football. New managers coming in, basically taking points and knocking you out of the cup or taking points off of you. Brighton taking points off of you. Graham Potter taking points off of you. Like this manager, Unai Emery taking points off you. Slot taking points off you. Like this is a joke. And you think this manager is the one that takes us to the promised land? No. He could never he couldn't take he couldn't take anybody to the promised land. He's an apprentice. He's doing his PhD and Masters at Arsenal. And then we've got a coffee boy as a director. And anybody in the background as well doing these. Who's our scouts? What talent are they looking at? None. They're at the drawing board with post-its Yeah, he might be good. Oh, you know what? We heard a rumor about Chelsea, and we heard a rumor about Man United and Man City looking at this player. You know what? We're gonna pretend that we're in for him on PR. PR, push that out. Yeah, push that out. Let the fans pretend. Oh, we're looking for that right profile player. There is no right profile player out there. You just take a gamble and don't tell me. You know what? The thing is that the gamble sometimes works or it doesn't work. We're the kind of people that make a gamble, saying like bringing Havertz in, and we'll keep him for the whole tenure of his career on 275k a week for 5 years. He'll have one breakout season, and you know what? We'll extend it for another year. Instead of saying, you know what, we tried with this guy, he's not working. We're gonna get another profile player in, bench him, get him out of the club, cut your losses. Let's try to reclaim some of that money that we spent on him while he's young. Now we'll keep Kai Havertz. He's what, 24? We're gonna keep him to his whole contract. He'll be 29. Have one good season in that season, and we'll keep him for another year till he's 30 and pay him still 275k a week with bonuses if he scores, because you know that's in the deal with that team. And just saying, instead of saying, you know what, you're not working, we're gonna cut you. You're on the market, or we're going to loan you out because we need to get you off the books and get you out of here as quick as possible. Because you know what? We took a gamble on you and it didn't work. Everyone's going to say, PSR, this, that, and the PSR don't work with us. You know why? Because I see more outgoings than incomings. We always balance the books. Whatever transfers that go past in any window, we're balancing the books. We're basically getting young assets out there. We're selling our young assets now as well. There was more outgoings in this January window than incomings. As you see, there was 0 incomings, but outgoings was happening. Heaven, they sold him to Man United. Profit. They're looking at profit, balanced books. We're the most healthiest club when it probably comes to balancing the books. Because we don't, look at our squad, there's no depth. How are we in process number 5, trust the process, 5 years deep, coming on to 6, and we look lackluster? Look at the bench. There's not even a name. We've got defenders on the bench and young people that we've never heard of. I've personally not watched them. The season's done. Give them young players an opportunity now to see if we can bring some more young stars to the front of the table, because with the senior players we've got, they're not really doing anything. We've got a 30-plus-year-old midfield apart from Declan Rice and Odegaard. How have we got into this position where we've got no creativity in our midfield? It's disgusting. Now I'm going to just name some quick profiles that I thought, you know what, we could have got. The Napoli winger that went to PSV, he's a profile that I was looking at. I can't remember, Kvaratskhelia or something like that. I probably butchered his name, but he went to PSG, 50 million, I think, I believe. Why not go for that guy? A left winger, which is the weakest position that we've got on the field, because we always go down the right. Let's mix it up. Nah, we don't want to. Strikers are out there. Osimhen's got a release clause. Gyökeres has got a release clause. You're not getting this at all. We had the chance of signing him 2.5 years ago for 63 to 65 million. Nobody wanted to sanction that deal. But yeah, we'll get Kai Havertz and Jesus, and we'll pay 45 million and 65 million, which is absolute dumb. 110 million that we could have probably spent elsewhere. But you know, we do this because we're Arsenal, and we've got the worst scouts possibly I've ever seen. But it is what it is. Then you want to get midfielder after midfielder and defender after defender, but not really covering any of the positions that we actually need in our defence. We've got Tomiyasu on the books still that basically hasn't kicked a ball in probably like near enough 2 seasons. It's an absolute joke. He's injury prone. Casey, we exile him, even though he can play left back. But you know what? We'll keep him on the bench or keep him just in the conversation. Might throw him on here and there for like 2-5 minutes. It doesn't make any sense what I just said, because I'm just so vexed. This club is rotten. It's rotten. profiles of players that I think that could come into the club and I would like to see. Paris Saint-Germain have that another winger, I think it's Bologna, or I can't remember what his name is. Anyway, young talent, prospect, probably costs about 60 to 70 million because he's young and he's actually really good. But yeah, he's another one on the left wing side. Right wing, we've obviously got Saka. We've got Saka. Moneri obviously can balance in that position as well. But you could just get like a PSV's, is it Lang or Bakayoko? Or Park Lee-in, I believe, from PSG as well. Another ball carrying midfielder that basically plays and he's got a great left foot, can break lines, carry the ball and shoot. Would bench Odegaard because he actually can ball carry and progress the ball up the pitch, which Odegaard cannot do. Odegaard is more like and he's an 8. Odegaard is an 8. I don't know why he's playing on the right-hand side, but we've got nobody, so he has to play there in that position. Our club's a mess. Our club is a mess. There's a lot of overhaul and more players that you think we've got to probably sign about. In the summer, let's be realistic, we need 7 to 9 players. How are we in our process and trust the process when loads of outgoings will happen? Partey, Jorginho, Zinchenko, Jesus, Neto will go back. So we need another substitute goalkeeper. So that's 5 just in mention. Reece Nelson. The club's in a mess. But trust the process. 5 years deep, 5 years in, and we're having to still buy like 7 players. And then does that even fill the depth? They're not going to sign 7 players. Window after window. But there's a war chest. What war chest? We've heard this war chest many a times. Many a years I've heard war chest. Since Higuain was coming to this club, I've heard about this war chest. Benzema's coming to this club, heard about that war chest. Arsenal got money. We've got a treasure chest. Like it's basically Pirates of the Caribbean, buried somewhere. No, they ain't got no money. And they're probably splitting the payments. You know why they probably have no money? They're probably splitting the payments for all the transfers that they've done. We're paying it in installments. We're not putting money up front. We're probably such in debt on these players that we have to go out and get outgoings because we need to pay for all the players that we've bought in. Because we brokered deals and broke it down into minimal amounts of payments over multiple years. And you know what? This is why we sell property assets, because we need to balance the books for PSR and all of these kind of things. That's why we can't sign anybody. Somebody needs to come out and actually say something. I believe we're broke. What kind of club doesn't sign a striker when they know they need a striker? We're just going to make do with the makeshift and the make weights that we've actually got at our club. There isn't no profile player. We're broke. We're broke. I believe something is definitely wrong. And these American owners will keep liquidizing us and keep pushing all of these PR and all of these tops and all of these merchandise and everything just to fatten their pockets. I wonder how their American franchises and sports are doing. I bet they're doing well. I bet they're always bringing players in. They're always buying top profile players for these because they want to win. They actually care about that sport, but they're just liquidizing Arsenal as an asset. I know it's a business. And they're running it really well. They're pulling the wool over us fans' eyes, and we keep lapping it up and going match day and eating there and drinking beers and this, that and the other. Buying merchandise. We're broke. We're buying grands of merchandise. I see it when I go to the Armory all the time. People are buying multiple shirts, putting the names and pressing them on the back. We'll give them a little discount though to make it look like they're fucking special. I was there this season. Last season actually. No, it was this year. I was there this year at the beginning, and I even bought merchandise because I'm an idiot. Nah, that ain't gonna happen no more. I'm not buying nothing. I go to the Emirates as well. I ain't buying their beer. I'm not buying nothing from this club. Next time I'm going to the Emirates, I'm bringing a banner. I'm bringing a banner for this rotten club. We need to start coming together and doing something, because otherwise nothing will change. It will be a continuous cycle. I hit 40 on the 9th. I'll hit 80 before we even win a trophy. All I want to do is, you know what, back my club, which I will. I'll back the players. I am. I'm not going to get onto these players, because you know what, they can only do as much as they possibly can, and only can take the instructions of the manager that they are working for. I will criticise, 100% I'll criticise. But I will back them. But this manager and owner, I cannot back. I can't back that. You're not going in the direction that I want you to take my club. You're basically doing it to fatten your pockets. And it's clear as the eye can see. The eye can see. It's clear as the eye can see, seriously. But we need to wake up, unify and come together, because we need to put the pressure on this owner's neck. The owner that bought the club isn't even bothered with the club. He handed it down to his son, and his son can't even be bothered. Do you think if this club, if Arsenal was in America and they were doing as bad as this, that these Americans that basically support that club wouldn't come together and band together? They would be at this owner's neck. But us soft underbelly of Arsenal fans, we can't unify. We're split, divided. We all can see. We don't need a crystal ball of what we need. I don't define success by being second multiple years in the running. That's not success. Without putting trophies in that cabinet saying that you are the best, it's not successful. It's an understatement. You're not doing your job. Your job is to win, to bring trophies back to our great club. Anyway, I'm done with this rant, because all that this club does is piss me off. And this manager needs to go. He's a clown. He's not a winner. He has no winning mentality. He's not cut from Pep. Celebrating 5-1s. I said, you know what? When we won 5-1, I looked to my missus and I said, this will paper over the cracks of the Newcastle game. It will paper over the cracks. We'll be so happy that we won 5-1, we forgot that we're losing 2-0. And we've got to go to St. James's Park, where we don't win. I said this to my missus, and I said this to multiple friends and family that support Arsenal. It papers over the cracks, celebrating that win. Even if we beat Liverpool, we'll celebrate that win, because it papers over the cracks. It doesn't define what we actually do. It doesn't define us as winners. Winning a one-off game when there's nothing to reach for, nothing to win. It's just papering over the cracks. Anyway, I'm done. I'm cutting this video off because Arsenal pissed me off. Anyway, peace, people. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know what? Comment down below and give me your opinion as an honest fan, and I'll reply back to it. My opinion, I'm only stating what I feel in my heart and what I feel on a day-to-day basis with this team. I bleed football. I love this club, but this club is just not doing it right. I just want to wait. You know what I want? I just want to win the league or win something so I can take my kids to the parade. That's what I want to do. I want to support and unify it and actually hold my hands up and take my little son that basically inherited this curse of supporting this football club. Because it is a curse. This club has been cursed ever since it left Highbury to compete. There is nothing to compete for because we're not competing for anything with these owners and with this manager. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.